Hello there. Wanted to give another update on the fibular sesamoid recovery process after the sesamoidectomy I had. Today is, let's see, I think it's October 25th. Double check that. Yeah, Tuesday, October 25th. I had my surgery on July 14th, so a little over 3 months from the surgery. I haven't done an update in a while. I think the last one that I gave, I was showing a pair of Asics that I had bought. They're basically like a real wide shoe, excuse me. They definitely were helpful for me, and they are helpful. I do need to use my orthotic typically with those shoes, but currently I'm kind of in a bit of a negative place. The foot has been hurting quite a bit in the last week, and I haven't had a doctor's appointment at least since the last video. I'm considering going to find maybe another doctor to get a second opinion done. Current situation, there's a lot, the tightness is real severe. I think it's mostly in the tendon. There's some pain along inside the joint itself, which I'm assuming is from the arthritis. One of the more recent developments is that I believe I'm having pain in my other sesamoid, the tibial one. So that's sort of got me worried currently, because you can't have both of them removed, and it's just discouraging, really. 3 months in, I kind of expected at this point that I'd be in a lot better of a place. I've been sort of experimenting with doing different stretches, so I'm going to just show you currently where we stand, so you can see, obviously the scar much better, but you can still see it when I pull it back. You can see where the scar tissue is. So currently where I'm feeling pain is, let's see, right here. And when I'm feeling along this area, I'm pretty sure that this is my tibial sesamoid. I don't know for sure, but I'm having a pain on this corner part right here, particularly in that spot. So here there's obviously no bone, and then it starts going outward, and there's some bone in there. So I can't tell if the pain is in the bone or around that bone, but there's definitely some pain in that spot, especially when there's pressure on it. The worst of it seems to be when I'm pushing off, which obviously you do with every step. Walking barefoot's really difficult because it feels like the tibial sesamoid is just sticking out. I think I described that in one of my previous videos, but basically, you feel like it's weird. I mean, you literally, if you have two bones, you can kind of imagine if this one's gone, well, all the weight's over here now. And it's almost, I believe, as if just having that pretty much twice the weight on that other sesamoid is just hurting. So some things I've kind of seen in my, going back to the MRI that I had done, it was called out right in there that I had inflammation in both sesamoids. I didn't realize that. I thought that the tibial was fine. Well, I don't believe the doctor mentioned that either, because frankly it would have altered my decision to have the surgery. I wouldn't have had the one removed if I knew the other one was inflamed. So I don't know if that's, I don't know what that means in terms of this doctor. But, I can't do anything about that right now. So here's another interesting development. Along the outside of my foot, so we're talking on the back of my heel, but off to the side a bit, like right here, there is some sort of inflammation occurring in there, and this is in the last week. I did a lot of walking this weekend, painful walking. It's October here in Ohio. We get pumpkins, and you're on a farm. Everything's uneven. So I knew I was pushing it, but at the same time, that's what I'm supposed to do. Well, I think that's part of the reason why I'm having so much pain right now. But I had surgery. I kind of expect some pain. But why have surgery if you're not going to get better? So in my case, why I'm having this pain on my ankle now, I'm assuming that it's got to do with maybe modifying my walk, my gait. I know I've been doing that because it hurts to put weight on the toe. So, putting weight on your second metatarsal, offloading like that, I'm assuming that's just throwing things off, and obviously I've injured something else in that back heel. If I outstretch my foot like this, I feel it a little bit. But when it's really bad is if I start to turn it inward, and that tendon or whatever that is in there is pulling, and it's a ripping. It feels like it's tearing. It's a very interesting feeling, not a good one. So I don't know if I tore something. I probably did. If I pulled something, I just don't know. From what I understand, the tendon goes diagonally across your foot, so maybe it's part of the same tendon. But what I know right now is that I've got pain on the outside by my heel. I've got pain on the tibial sesamoid, or in that area. And then, unrelated or related, I'm not sure which, I've started having some pain in my right big toe. So I'm a mess right now. I'm hobbling around. I'm 33 years old, and I walk like an old man. And it's really discouraging, because with this condition, people know once you have surgery that it's obviously a big deal. But it's not visible. So, excuse me. They don't understand the full scope of the injury, the disability that comes along with it. And there's just a bit of a mental component to this condition. There's something about having a hidden but debilitating condition. It's exhausting because you have to explain it to everybody, and then they'll still never understand it. Not saying that it's, that I want it to be apparent to everybody. Clearly it's, I'm not wishing a deformity upon myself, but when it's not visible, when it's visible, I guess my point is that folks figure it out themselves. So there's that part of the recovery. I've looked online. I keep going back and searching online, trying to put different searches into the search engine to figure out, is there something I missed? Is it possible that 3 months isn't enough? And Excuse me. I think clearly it's been a long day. The gist of it seems to be a lot of people feel better at 3 months. So I'm a little worried about that. I don't know what to expect for the rest of my recovery. But my wife tells me just stay positive, and I'm trying. It is really difficult, though. And yes, I can still walk, but not very well. I guess right now, here I am, 3 months, 2 weeks out, and I don't know what it'll be like next month, next year, and I might say something completely different then, but that's not the point. These videos are to show you how I feel now. Right now, I wish I would not have had the surgery done, and I don't know if that's relevant to your situation. It may not be. I think my arthritis was pretty bad. And I would encourage you to have a very honest discussion with your podiatrist or orthopedic surgeon or whoever it is. Talk about the arthritis if you have it, because there may just be too much in there to ever really get good pain relief. And if that's the case, unless you have to have the surgery done, think twice about it. Or don't rule it out, but do it later. You can always do it later. There's really no rush with this kind of thing. I feel like I might have rushed in a bit. But let's see. I mean, at month 4, let's see. Let's hope I'm back on here and I've got some sort of real positive outcome. But currently, things aren't looking so hot. So that's my update, and we'll do another one at some point. Take care.